Go.
Ready? Go. Okay. Now going. We're at the Crowan Gate at Cedars, where we've just had a delicious lunch, and the weather is fabulous, and I'm with my good friends and my daughter. Life doesn't get better. A girl trip, 2021. Different because of COVID restrictions, but we still were able to do it. We went to Vancouver Island. There were 6 of us. I tell you, I felt the love. Hi, I'm Denise, and this is Travels in My Chair. Thanks for joining me today. I'll take you along on our girl trip. In 1989, we took our first girl trip. And in 2021, we took probably our 30th girl trip. Every year in October, my girlfriends and I would take a trip. Just being together, just for 2 or 3 days, sharing our secrets that always remained on girl trips. This year, because of my recurrence of breast cancer, my daughter was volunteered to help. She's a nurse and she's young. And then my other daughter said, hey, I'll come too. We went to Vancouver Island. The weather was 1 day rain, 1 day cloudy, 1 day sun. You know, typical fall weather. I wasn't sure, to be honest, that I was going to make it, because the first night I was not feeling well at all. I thought, I've made a big mistake. I should have stayed home. But by the next day I was okay. Although my energy level, I will freely admit, is in the toilet right now. With all the meds I'm on, and I'm losing my hair. I could eat though, so that was good, because we went to some lovely places. If you want a weekend away with your besties, and you live on the West Coast, consider going to Vancouver Island, and Sydney especially, because Sydney is a very lovely town. And if you go right down by the water, it's fairly flat. There's lots of good boutiques and restaurants. People are friendly, helpful. It feels safe, especially when you're in a wheelchair and you're having to rely on people to push and maneuver you around. We stayed at the Sydney Pier Hotel and Spa, which is right on the water. They have a great wheelchair accessible room. Actually, they have 2, with a roll-in shower, king-size bed, and hide-a-bed. We enjoyed a wonderful dinner at 10 Acres, which is like a farm-to-table type of seafood and locally sourced food restaurant right at the hotel. We spent a day in Victoria. It was raining, but we went to Pagliacci's. Been around since 1979, a great restaurant. We did some shopping, and then the next day we went to Bucharest Gardens. The Bucharest Gardens are in Brentwood Bay, so an easy to get to from either Victoria or Sydney, if Sydney is, say, your home base for a short stay vacation. Really not to be missed. It was beautiful and wheelchair accessible, totally wheelchair accessible. We're at Bucharest Gardens, our last day of our girl trip. It's all decorated for fall, and the weather's beautiful.
Take a look at where you've been and how you've come so far. No matter where you find yourself, you're always where you are. Go anywhere you go, do anything you do, I'll be with you. Take a moment, take an hour, take another year. Start again or keep going, I'll always be right here. Feel anything you feel, hear anything you hear, you'll never disappear. When it feels like you're walking back, when you're out of luck and off the path, broken and far from home, just remember that you're not alone. Trying not to dig too deep, afraid of what you'll find. Give yourself the grace you show me all the time. 'Cause when you love yourself, you can give that love to someone else. Mornings come and seasons go, and life can get so hard. It's easy to forget the things that make you who you are. I hope that when you look at you, you see yourself the way that I do. When it feels like you're walking back, when you're out of luck and off the path, broken and far from home.
Hey, wait!
Just remember that you're not alone. In the face of another storm, when you're feeling like you're on your own.
So here we are at Bucharest Gardens, and they have the most beautiful dahlias. Amazing. This is the end of October. Stunning. Look at those colors.
Do you want a tree named after you or a flower named after you?
I don't know. And here we have a 100-year-old sequoia. Go way up.
Seedling in 1934.
We met in the 80s. We took our first girl trip in 1989. We have the same philosophies and interests. We are creative, pretty independent, know our own minds, like to think outside of the box. About 2016, our youngest member of our group, who's 10 years younger than me, moved back to Ontario, and we knew that the trips were going to end. I was having trouble getting in and out of the vehicles. I wasn't as stable on my feet. And I guess, really I was a danger to my friends who had bad backs, arthritis, and were aging. I'm not going to lie to you about how it shattered me, because think about it for a second. My friends could hop in their car, go shopping, go on trips, travel halfway around the world, do whatever they wanted to do, and did, because they had their health. It always became the complexity of working out something that would suit everyone, and that's always a challenge. And sometimes, I'll admit, I wasn't up to that challenge. It's the same thing as having sleepovers when you were a kid. That's exactly what it was. And be creative and zing ideas back and forth. And it was all of a sudden, by 2017, it was over. It was the end of an era. Thank you so much for joining me on my girl trip 2021. What an amazing group of people around the world. You really are. My cancer warriors, that's what I call y'all. Remember, you've got friends out there, and you might just need to make a call. And a getaway could just mean going for a drive for a day. And it's just sometimes it's that need to be with the people that you love and that love you. I can't run around like I was. I don't have the energy like I used to have. But hey, I'm still here. And I'm still wanting to do some fun things. Like we're trying to think of starting art classes again. So we'll see how that goes. So see you in a couple of weeks. Thanks again. I love you. Appreciate every single one of you that comes back every couple of weeks and joins me. Bye for now.